All right, good morning everybody. This is Dan Layton and my partner Dan Payton, and we're here in the morning looking at a home, mobile home, and we're just going to be kind of reviewing what we look at when we look at a deal. This is a double wide obviously, and Dan and I are going to kind of talk and walk you through the scenario and what we look for. So why don't you share a little bit about what we got here,
Yeah,
Dan?
the backstory on this home is this is a park that we've ownership that we've been dealing with for several years. This is a particular home that they want to really see removed from the community, and as opposed to writing a check to have a demolition done on it, they're partnering with us to see if we can really help them get it out of here at no cost to them, and maybe even put a couple of bucks in their pocket. So we're going to look at this home, walk around it, and assess it, and decide if we even if we're even interested in partnering with them on this particular home. Okay. So we've got a white vinyl shingled home. One of the upsides to this home is that the shingle roof is fairly new. It looks like it's a dimensional shingled home.
Yep.
So it's got a solid roof on it. We like that. The park will help us clean it up in terms of getting getting the landscape out of here, the landscape blocks, the deck. The house is full of some debris. We'll see that here in a second. And the park will help us clean that up and make it more. That'll help it make it more appealing to our buyers. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and when you first look at it, like Dan said, we're interested in this because it's a vinyl-sided shingle-roofed home. The home actually next door is a masonite home, and probably of the same vintage, and it's got a whole different curb appeal. This vinyl-sided shingle-roofed is what a lot of our buyers like, so that's why we're really here looking at this, because it is a vinyl-sided shingle-roofed home.
Right.
It does have a little bit of nick on the front vinyl. You can see it's got a little bit of mildew kind of forming, but all in all, from the first glance, it looks pretty decent so far.
Yep. We'll take a quick lap around it.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's got aluminum skirting all the way around it. You can see that. It's got some gaps in the skirting, and if you see those, you want to be a little leery because if it's got openings, that means animals can get in. And so when you look underneath the home, you're going to look for the underbelly to see if anything is hanging down, if the animals got in there, if there was any leaks in the home previously that maybe were fixed. You'll see the underbelly where the insulation's fallen down, and that's a clear indication that they had an issue, which you'll have to share with your buyers. It's got vinyl windows. You can see that right here, which is nice. That's definitely a plus. And it's got gutters. As you can see, full-length gutters. Those are probably roll form because there's no seams in them, so that means that was put on probably after the fact. That didn't come from the factory like that. What else do you see, DP?
Well, this skirting doesn't look too bad here. Let's keep going around here.
I think they set the record for antennas or dishes on top. They got 3 of them here.
Yeah, they've got, looks like they've got a backup AC unit, so one of them's clearly not functioning.
The one on the right's not even hooked up, so yeah, you're exactly right.
It's been neglected a little bit, but not terrible. Yeah, they're definitely got their dish TVs up there. The park said they would get rid of the shed, so they would clean up all this debris and partner with us on making this an easier removal from the lot. And the deck is it's got a lot of debris on there. It's an eyesore, but again, they would take care of all that. So yeah, let's go inside and take a look inside.
Yep. Yeah, I can already tell on the front door that was probably a new door because it's got a leaded glass. That's usually something they don't put in at the factory, but that's good to see. And we think that's 2x6 construction, so that's a little bit higher quality, a little higher R value, and I would say right now from the outside, it would be considered an average home, but I'm gonna guess we're gonna get a different look in here.
Yep.
All right, so storm door is broken. We can see that. All right.
A very heavy odor of cigarette.
Yep, you can smell it right off the bat.
But why don't we point out that data plate there, Dan?
Okay.
Real
So
quick.
we got in here earlier and just took a look at the data plate, and I thought these were original cabinets that were came from the factory, and then when I looked in here, you can see the data plate and the overspray. So these were painted over. Somebody, took the time to spray this, and I can actually see right there with a little bit of haze, it's a 30-pound snow load, which means this has the ability to go in that upper area. So all those shaded areas on that map is where this home can go. It can also go below, which is great. So what that means, this home can go pretty much anywhere in the United States and pass the code for snow load. And basically what that means is the trusses up here, there's a certain distance between them that when they're constructed. And if I'm not mistaken, if it's 20 pound, it's 24 inches, I believe, and if it's 30 pound, it's like 18 inches. Just better, better structure so the snow in those northern regions can hold it. So that's good to see. That's a big plus to find out that it's 30-pound snow load, because now people who might want to take this up in northern Michigan or in Wisconsin, this home would be able to do that.
This is kind of typical when a home is abandoned. This is pretty common what you find. There's a lot of personal contents left behind and quite a mess. But we certainly know how to look past all this. We've seen much worse, and we'll see much worse in the future. But they left a lot of stuff behind. Again, the park is going to partner with us. They will go to the cost and expense and time and effort to get all this crap out of here and clean it up for us if we choose to acquire the home. If we don't, they're going to just probably knock it down anyway. So quickly, we'll walk into the master bedroom on this side and see what we've got here. Quite a mess. Again, we're just kind of checking out to see if we've got soft spots in the floor, knowing that all this would be completely, all the carpets would be ripped out.
Yep.
It would be repainted, stem to stern, and all this would be gone, of course.
They had a pet, because you can see all the hair here, so whatever it was, a cat, it kind of looks like it.
But I'm looking at the ceilings, and I'm looking for wet spots and stains, and I'm not seeing much. It's all looks pretty good. That new roof is really the highlight of the home, and then these double pane windows are a highlight as well.
Yeah, and just pointing out, don't let debris always dictate whether or not it's a good home. We're looking for the deal, remember? This can be taken care of with sweat equity. You want to pay attention to it because it's going to cost somebody money to get it taken care of. So whether it be you as an investor or us or the buyer, someone's going to write a check to get this out or take time to get it out. And this isn't glamorous work. There's a lot of stuff. You'll probably have to rent a dumpster. That's what we typically do. Is we have somebody we contract. They come in, and I would probably guess to get this completed, if somebody had to write a check, it's going to be probably around $2,000. Yeah. Wouldn't you say, Dan?
I'd say $2,000. Yeah, $2,500 maybe.
So put that into your your back of your memory, because it should dictate the price you pay.
Yep.
Or not pay.
Yeah, this has definitely got a real heavy stench of tobacco. Many years of a lot of smoking in here.
You can actually see the ceiling and the white, what used to be pure white, I'm going to guess, is this kind of nicotine stain, and that's going to take a full coat of paint to get that off or kills. I did notice that what they did do in some of this is they took the batten strips off. This does not have any batten strips, but over there you can see they do. Mm-hmm. And then in the kitchen they have taken them out as well. So it's quite common that people want to take those out because it kind of, when you see a batten strip, it just reminds people that this is a trailer, and a lot of people just have that stigma. They want it out. So I can tell that somebody took time to do that.
Whoever put the hardwood, this is true hardwood flooring. This is not laminate.
That's right.
This is Now it may be too far gone, but it was installed quite nicely actually. It was a good install job.
Yeah, you're right.
But
So-
it's possible it could be salvaged. It's borderline.
Yeah, no, good call on that.
But I think prayer is the answer for this home. So, and it's right there on the wall.
Exactly.
All right, the other 2 bedrooms in the home. Yep, you know, I'm kind of like the windows. They're not fogged up.
Nope.
They're in good shape.
Yeah, one thing I can tell about the windows is those, once again, I think I said outside, those are probably not factory installed. Reason being is, I can tell by the trim around there, that's all raw wood.
Yeah.
And it's got also like either the fake or the marble sills.
Yep.
This obviously had a company or somebody installed those in. So that,
After the fact.
yeah, after the fact. That's a bonus, definitely
Yeah.
a bonus.
It is.
Carpet in here is shot. It's industrial, commercial grade, which is, probably good for kids, but no matter what, if someone takes this home, they're gonna have to paint it. They're gonna have to take all the carpet out and really scrub it down.
Yep. All right. Yeah, this is I don't know, it's in my mind, I think we go back to the owners of the park and make them an offer that works for them and us, and the offer is probably going to be give it to us for nothing.
Yeah.
We'll do a sort of a profit sharing on whatever we can get for the home.
Yeah.
That'll keep the park from having to write a check to demo the home. We'll put a few bucks in our pocket, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Now, real quick, I want to point out in this bathroom here, guys. This is something you always want to check. We don't have any power in here, but I'm 6'8" and about 260 pounds, and it wouldn't take anybody at 100 pounds to step here and notice that this is soft. So this floor is completely ruined, and it either was a hot water heater, it could have been a toilet, could have been an overflow tub, we don't know.
Or all the above.
Or all the above, but I can promise you, someone who buys this is going to have to take the vanity out, the toilet, probably take the tub out and redo this whole floor and then put it all back together. You know, it's work. It's not not colossal. A lot of our buyers are willing to do that, but just to let you know, that's really punky, which means probably the insulation down below was wet, and that all has to come out. If you were to look outside and look underneath the home from the skirting being removed, you'd probably see that underbelly sagging or insulation falling down, and that'll give you the indication even before you walked in the home where the damage was. So that right there is this is going to cost somebody a decent amount of money, and I think we looked on the other side as well earlier that it's sunken in as well in the closet. So.
Yeah. Wherever there's water, there's potential for damage. All right. I think we, like I said, we feel like this is going to be one that we'll make an offer on.
Yeah.
It's got to work for us and for them, and we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.